Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Auntie D is here and she's welcome you to her channel, Auntie D. Now, guys, welcome. All my viewers, my subscribers, I welcome you all. Now, I want to share quickly with you guys about uh, earthquake. You know, I've seen in the papers where earthquake is being Earthquake Awareness Week is being observed in Jamaica during the month of January. As you know, earthquakes are things that doesn't give warning like what we get from the in preparing for an hurricane. The earthquake comes suddenly. It doesn't last for long, just few seconds, and it can do devastating damages, right? But there are times it is not so great, depending on the depth. No, they are now doing these awarenesses in schools, and it has started in St. James and in Kingston. They are having drills so persons know what to do exactly in the event of an hurricane. Because imagine you're going to bed. As a matter of fact, this last one shook. It was in Jamaica, 10:30 p.m. I think it was Saturday night, if I'm not mistaken, and it was felt. And based on the recordings, the Caribbean has felt so many quakes in 2025, and in particular Jamaica. And I can remember clearly the one that was felt in 2020, just a little before COVID, I think, somewhere thereabout. It was very strong, but it was felt mainly in the western parishes. However, back to the story. Earthquakes can claim your lives quite easily. And I'm told that what one needs to do is to, if you're sleeping, it's difficult for you. But if you feel things shaking, you must first think that what if this is an earthquake? You're not there sleeping and not realizing. That is when you're going to get trapped because it could be serious. So what they're saying now is they are letting the people be aware as to what the different impacts and what can happen. And they're even encouraging persons to have an emergency kit just in case something may happen that you can treat at home, or any bruise or anything like that. You have your medications with you in that special kit, so even if anything, and they can go inside. But on the other hand, when there is a earthquake, the earth shaking, it means that if you're inside, do not run outside. That is what they always say. What they're saying is you should stand between the doorway and you hold on to the both sides. I don't know how strong that is going to be, but that's what they're saying too. Another way for safety measure is to go under a table, a very sturdy and strong table, not a weak, soft table, because if things are going to fall from the roof or the sides, it would fall on the table. Or if you can go under a bed, you know. But we know that when it comes to the bed, they are so low, by the time you should go under, you know. Maybe the table is the best place. So once you're inside, do not rush to go outside. Not safe at all. I said, no. What they're saying is to stay inside. Because maybe where you're at is safer. When you run outside, you could probably run into danger in that the earth may just crack and you would go down. Because it is said also that when Port Royal in Jamaica had that 1907 great terrible earthquake, it swallowed a man. That's what they say in the books, and spit him out someplace else. So maybe that man was a special, and then I know there would have been many persons who would have been swallowed and were not released. They are still there. They're gone from us in this life. So people have to take precaution, just like how we prepare for a hurricane. Well, we would not necessarily buy food. Yes, we can have a little food stock away, but most importantly is having your medication. Have an emergency kit like a flashlight and a battery powered radio, because you know you have electricity immediately after, and some medication that you can use. So, and if you're able to afford it, Then you could buy some little grocery and keep it in a corner. Those things that can stay over a long period of time. So when I look at it, I said, I've seen where there are quakes and persons run from the building. It's like sometimes you look at those very high-rise buildings and persons are inside. And for fear of them being trapped, everybody wants to come to the door at the same time and not knowing what they're going outside to meet. And they try to run away far from the building, you know. So what I would suggest though, guys, if in the event of anything, I do hope we will not experience any, because even now, as we speak, Melissa has devastated so much of Jamaica and some other countries that even though persons are still in shelters, they can't get to go out to do the necessary. Their homes are gone, everything is gone. A lot of them are still in shelters. Somewhere in schools where basically no, maybe those schools are in operation now, but those other shelters, I've seen in the news where persons are still there. So after you have lost so much things, guys, you lose your furniture, your money gone, your house gone, and the land slippage gone too. You don't have anywhere to put anything. So they're going to need a starting over completely. So, there are times people build again on slopes, and you never know. You can be on the slope and there's a hurricane and they have land slippage. And they can be on the slope and there's an earthquake and they have land slippage. So sometimes it's just the mercy of God will keep people into wanting to have a home. They don't have the finances to go and put it where they need to put it. So they go and put up a little thing someplace. And at the end of the day, it may not serve too well. So remember, guys, that whenever you think you're feeling some shaking, don't look around and try to wonder. Educate the persons in your house what they should do. You have children and other family members, you tell them, remember, if you feel any shaking, go under the table, stand in the doorway, right? So you don't have people up and panicking on them. When you panic, that's it. You're not going to remember anything. So, guys, remember, in the event of an hurricane, be safe. Remember, choose the best method. If you have a good table, hard, good, sturdy table, go under the table. And maybe the table can hold more than one person. Or if you have a good firm bed, you can go under the bed. Or you have good doorways, so persons would have, for example, what if you have 5 or 4, whatever the amount of doorways in your house, then persons could map out where they would want to go. And they say, okay, this door is mine, this doorway is mine. So anything I run there. So you don't have everybody running, packing up on that table. Because, guys, it is serious, because the awareness is very important, because people take things for granted, and this is saving lives. So I suppose something like this, go and practice in your home with your family. Practice, because practice makes perfect. So now, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you think you have other ideas that are just as relevant, you can write them in the comment section. Remember to put your notification on all, so that when OnTD goes live, you get the first, or a video, you get it first. So remember now, pay attention. Earthquakes are serious things, nothing to play around with. Teach your family members, remember the drills that they are showing, absorb them and practice them with your family in your house. Okay? Bye.